All right, to continue on with our course, I'm going to go on and look at some HTML stuff. I'm not an HTML expert by any stretch, but we need to be able to build some basic web pages to interact with MySQL. So anyways, I have a pretty basic HTML document here. We start off with a doctype. This tells the web browser this is going to be an HTML document. There can be other types here. We're not going to get into those other types, so let's just go with you need that. And then this again tells the browser that what's to follow is going to be in HTML. Now this is called a tag, so anything inside of this brackets like this is a tag, and almost all tags need to be closed. So we have an HTML tag here, and then at the bottom of the document when the HTML ends, it closes, and then you have this slash with the HTML. Okay, and we can comment. So comments look like this. And then I'm going to split this document up into two pieces. There's the head and the body. Again, the head is a tag that's closed. And then inside the head, you can have a title. So this is just some basic HTML tags and how they work. Close the title and then close off the head of the document. And as it says up here in the comments, this is not going to be displayed on the actual web page, but this could show up in the tab when you open a web page. Then we get to the actual body. This is the stuff that's going to be displayed. And so what I'm going to show you here is how to format your text. You can have different heading sizes. So this is just going to show some different heading sizes, H1, H2, and I'm going to label them. So inside the heading H1, it's just going to print H1 down through H6. These are the different sizes that you can have. Notice again, each tag is closed. And then you can use strong to boldface. So I'm going to show you what happens when you try to boldface H1 through H6. And again, those are labeled appropriately, H1 strong, H6 strong. So inside these tags like title and H1, this is where you type your text. So you have regular text, which the tags then format for you. So when you're thinking about designing a web page, you have to think about the text that you need, and then you want to have to think about how you format it. You type in the text, and then the formatting is done with tags. Okay, so after we have all these different headings, then we're going to have a paragraph. So it starts with a P and ends again, close. And here I typed it out, so I thought that maybe what I wanted it to look like was this, with some line feeds here, or some line breaks, sorry. So I typed it out like this, but you kind of get the hint that that may not be how it appears on the page. So down here I have a different sentence that says something about using the paragraph tag. So this is a paragraph tag. And again, here's a paragraph tag and a paragraph tag. To get new lines, you either have separate paragraphs, or inside a paragraph, if you want a new line, then you use a line break. So BR. Now BR is actually one of the tags that does not have an end. So you just put a break on it and it gives you a new line, and a break on it. And this will show you how to center then, well, anything you want centered. Okay, so there's a bunch of different formatting in here, creating header and titles and bold facing and creating paragraphs and getting it all formatted correctly. So let's take a look at then what this web page looks like that I've made. I dragged that in from off screen. Something interesting is happening there. Okay, so here's the web page. I wish I could do this split screen. Sort of can. Maybe not. There we go. Okay, so remember these are the different heading styles. So H1 is the largest, down to H6. And with these different headers, one of the things we're going to get into in another video is that not only does it control the size of the headings, but you can also set these headings to have different colors and different styles. This is all done through a style sheet. So you set up a style sheet for your web page, and then as you click through different links on your page, as long as they're all hooked together and you use the same style sheet, all the web pages will have sort of the same look and feel to them. So we could change the coloring here of the lettering for an H1 header and that kind of stuff. Notice that putting the boldface on H1 through H6 actually doesn't do anything. And here's something I wanted to point out. So in the source, notice that there's these line breaks between code and to and be and disappointed. When you print it on the web page, HTML actually ignores those white space characters. And if I wanted to, I didn't think about doing this, but I could put in a bunch of spaces here like this, and the result would be the same as this. It's just going to ignore all those spaces and pare it down to one space after the comma. And then we got a new paragraph tag down here. So when you get a new paragraph tag, then that starts a new line. It gives you a break. And so again, to keep the formatting consistent on your page, if you're going to have a bunch of different paragraphs, you should separate them using paragraphs. Technically, you could separate them using breaks, but then it's going to look different. So use paragraphs. Inside the paragraph, if you want a new line, use break. So this is the start of this paragraph here. It's inside this these paragraph tags, and then the strong makes the P boldface. So it looks like the paragraph tag over here, sort of. And then we get a break, so we get a line break in between tag and the or. And it says you can use the break tag, so this is what the break tag looks like. And then we center to get new lines, so it looks like that. And center is follows a break, so it's actually a new line, and center this and to get new lines. All right, so there's some basic formatting for web pages. We're going to do a little bit with changing some colors and stuff. It's not really necessary for what we're going to be doing, but it just seems like if we're going to learn this much about HTML, might as well, do a little bit more. Anyways, there's an assignment coming to you soon.